from Cook with Meg, and we are in the kitchen today with the Egg Farmers of Alberta talking about the viral trend of the egg flight. Flight meaning a long board or a serving platter with halved hard-boiled eggs topped every which way you could possibly imagine. And it's a fun holiday treat. It's a spin on a deviled egg because we're not actually deviling them, we're topping them. So what I have here is some hard-boiled eggs that I've already hard-boiled. I showed you some of those instructions ahead of time, and there are so many ways to hard-boil an egg. Some of you like to bring the water from cold to a boil, and once it starts to boil, you put the lid on it and then set your timer. Some people like to steam them in a steaming basket. Some people do them in the air fryer. Some people do them in the Instant Pot. So there are very, very many ways to hard boil an egg. We are slicing them in half, and then we are building them on a serving platter or a long board, which ultimately would be the traditional flight. So what I have here are 6 eggs, and I've got a little cutting board. And what I'm gonna do is just take a sharp knife, and we're cutting peeled hard-boiled eggs directly down the center, like so. And here's where it's fun. Here's where it's easier than making a deviled egg. Not that a deviled egg is tough to make, but we're not scooping out the centers. We're not taking our time to make that yolk into a salad with mayo and everything else. We're still gonna add those things, but we're doing it separately. So it does make the building a little easier. Now, I just have a piece of paper towel, and I take that and slice or put the paper towel through my knife to get off any of the yolk. And that just is a little bit helpful for when I am building and slicing, so I don't get any egg yolk onto the egg white. So there I would have 6 ready to top eggs for my egg flight. But then I've got the ones that are a little jammier. So I'm going to wait just a couple of minutes for those to set up. They're actually still a little warm. I'm gonna move this over off to the side. I'm gonna bring my platter in front of me, and this is where the fun happens. This is where the kids can totally help get involved and get their creative juices flowing on how we want our egg flight to look. So maybe we're lining it up. Maybe you're putting a fun design. Maybe you're spacing it out. Again, totally up to you. Have fun. Now, the first thing that we do add, I need a little salt and I need a little pepper. The first thing that we do add is a little bit of mayo and a little bit of mustard. So I do have a tiny bit, and I'm just gonna put a teeny tiny dollop down on the egg white or yolk, or the half. You can use different spoons. And then I have a little bit of Dijon, so I'll put a little dollop of Dijon. So we're ultimately getting, I'll do the Dijon on all of them. We're ultimately getting those flavors that you would get in a deviled egg on your base layer, but you're not having to do all the mixing. If you don't like Dijon, you can certainly skip it, although it does add a beautiful holiday bite. Little dollop of each. And then we get to figure out what kind of toppers we want. So what do I have to my left? I've got some little tiny sweetie drop peppers, which I thought would be so pretty for the holidays. I also have some crumbly, crispy bacon, some shredded aged cheddar, some crispy onions. I even have pesto and parm. So why don't we start with a classic bacon cheese. That sounds good. So there's my shredded aged cheddar. Again, the amount of toppers that you want is completely up to you. What I love about an egg flight is you can let the kids get involved and everyone kind of takes their pick. So that's egg and cheddar. Egg, cheddar, bacon. Why don't I do one that's got a barbecue theme? Okay, let's rinse off my spoon. I have a little bit of barbecue sauce. Hear me out on this one. What if we did, this is maple barbecue sauce, a dollop of maple barbecue. Again, a little more bacon and crispy fried onions. If they fall, that's fine. That looks cool. That's like presentation central. You could go classic. You could do fresh dill. Fresh dill would be awesome. You could do chopped up pickle. You could do relish. I need more paper towel. You could literally do, I mean, when I say the sky's the limit, the sky is truly the limit. Okay, let's do an Italian one. Let's do a little pesto. This is like a cashew pesto. We could do a little parm. Okay, that one's going to be good. How about these little sweetie drop peppers? They're like a Peruvian little teardrop pepper. They're not spicy. So cute, so festive. Maybe a little parm on that one. What else do we have? We have pickled veg. These are hot pickled veg. Why not? So play around with it. Have fun with your different combos. Maybe we'll do pesto and pepper on this one. That looks super fun for the holidays. The red and the green. I mean, they already look so cute. So cute. Those are adorable. My egg flight is actually ready to go, ready to eat. If you wanted to put a little bit of pepper, you could absolutely garnish with a little pepper. You could put a pinch of salt. The pesto and the cheese and the bacon don't really need any salt, but you could certainly add to it. But now I want to cut into the ones to see how jammy they are, because this would appeal to those who don't love a hard-boiled egg, but they want something that's a little jammier. And you know what? The fact that they sat for a bit, they're actually not very jammy at all. So that's cool. They're a little softer, but that will still work beautifully for the egg flight. So here you have it, jammy-ish eggs. To go jammy for hard-boiled, they don't need to sit in that simmering or just boiled water for 10 minutes. You're probably looking at about 5 to 6 minutes, so not enough time. But remember, as with this, they had carryover cooking, and that carryover cooking means that even after you take them out of the water, they are still going to cook through. And the longer you cook an egg, you can't really hurt it, but if you've ever had that ring of sort of gray around the edges, that actually can come from overcooking the egg. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a little overcooked. So what are we going to do? I'm going to do a little topper of bacon on this one. I'm going to eat this one. Oh, I didn't add my mayo. Stand by. Let's add mayo to this guy. Let's add a little Dijon. Again, how much fun is this? Let's do crispy onion. Why not? Let's do bacon. Why not? And let's do cheddar. Heck yes. A little bit of pepper. You could do sriracha. You could do balsamic vinegar, like a balsamic would be gorgeous over that pesto one. Are we going in for a bite? Cheers, everyone. Okay. Stop what you're doing and make these right now. I want to tell you that direct hit of a little bit of Dijon directly to my tongue and my taste buds was next level delicious. The crunch. The crunch from the bacon, the creaminess and the saltiness of the cheese, that little French fried crispy onion, these are amazing. So there you have it, friends. We're making an egg flight. I'll try to lift it. We hope that you have a wonderful holiday. Honestly, these are any time of year, but there you have it, the viral egg trend, the egg flight. For more with me, you can find me at Cook with Meg Today on Instagram, or you can visit our website at cookwithmeg.com. We hope to see you very soon in the kitchen. And remember, until Then we always say 3 favorite words when we end every class. We are awesome. Happy holidays, everyone.